It's the 80s. You're going to a rock concert. You meet three really hot babes. And after the show, they say, come back to my dad's place. What would you do? What would you do?
Hey everybody, hope y'all doing well today. Welcome to this week's Take Two Reviews. This week's review is of We Summon the Darkness. I'd heard about this movie initially from Instagram, and a lot of the people did not like it or were against it because it's set in the 80s and in like sort of more of like the heavier metal, world, but also kind of the hair metal world, and they complained because there wasn't enough actual music in it. I can see that sort of, but if you want it to be that, make it more about something real. This is kind of an offshoot of something that could have happened, because in this movie, there's been a lot of satanic ritual slayings going on, and it's talked about on the radio, and you see it on the news and everything else. And yeah, anyways, you follow three girls on their way to a concert. You're like, okay, what's going to happen to them? Who's going to ruin their day? There's a whole lot of false flags. That's for sure. They go to the show, and they meet three guys, and they have a beer or two with them. They go into the show, and after the show, they decide to invite them back to the main girl's father's home. Well, one thing I forgot to mention is one of them's father is also this televangelist, and all about against heavy metal music and stuff, and he's played pretty well by Johnny Knoxville. And Johnny Knoxville of Jackass and many movies, so by the way, too. He actually doesn't overact in this, and he is bad in my opinion to overact sometimes, but he did just the right amount of Johnny Knoxville-ness, and I thought he was pretty good as this comeback preacher. But she takes them to one of their homes, and they go out back, and they're having some drinks and partying, and doing this, that, and the other, and then they drug the guys, and the guys kind of just fade out. And when they wake up, yeah, there's no satanic cult in that area. It's that girl's family. They're murdering people to more or less fleece the community out of money, to keep buying new houses and stuff, and to just forward their agenda all the way around. And the girls are going to kill the guys, and they killed the most vocal and the biggest guy first, and all of them are supposed to kill someone, but shit goes awry from there, and it goes awry in several different ways. And I don't want to tell you any more about the story, because it sort of predictably unfolds, but I think it's an enjoyable movie. I think seeing the different directions it takes is fun. And it's nostalgia without actually seeing something that you saw before. It's a pretty good action horror, and it's done from a different perspective, especially with the women / girls. Well, they're all women, with the women being the antagonist, being the bad guy, and yeah, it's fairly enjoyable if you see it. I got this Walmart for I think $14. It's well worth that. I don't know if I'd pay a full 20, but But if you see it anywhere around that price point, I think it'll be well worth your time if you like what you've heard here. Anyways, that's all I've got for y'all this week. I keep saying this on everything, but I've got to get my energy to finish the last 6 movies in my Adamson set. And I don't know, I might make next week's old movie review. I might just make it that, but I'd really like to do it on its own separate thing. So I'll probably change my mind 12 different times before then, but I'll probably just have it on its own separate thing. Anyways, we'll see y'all then.